Hello, it's Paige from Healthy Hits the Spot. I am here to talk about how to stop binging today in 5 tips. So I took some notes on my phone for you girls. I was thinking about this, brainstorming about it. I talk about this with my clients all the time. So I put together a little list today and I'm going to share that with you through this video. And I'll post the written list over on the blog so that you have the choice to watch the video or just look at the list on the blog. I know some of you are at work and you can't play this video at work. So here we go. The first tip is to tell yourself that you're only in charge of getting through the temptation to binge today. So don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry. Act as if tomorrow didn't even exist. So you also don't want to give yourself like kind of false permission to binge by telling yourself that you'll be better tomorrow. So really act like tomorrow doesn't even exist. You're just in charge of getting through today. And you can tell yourself, I guess in this case tomorrow would exist, but you can tell yourself, let's just get through today. I can wake up tomorrow and if I decide that I want to have a binge, I'll be okay with that and reassess tomorrow. The second tip would be to remember that you can have whatever food that you're visualizing that you would like to binge on. You need to know that you can have that food anytime as a regular meal or a regular treat each day. You need to know that it's available. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to get that visual image out of your mind. And by the way, once you're thinking of the visual image, you can visually see the food that you would like to binge on. It becomes so much more powerful. So just know that the power or that pull, the feel of power around that food is only coming from the fact that your brain is visualizing it, so it feels much harder. But it's actually not. The third will be, I can have this food tomorrow morning if I want. So let's say you are wanting to binge on ice cream. Remind yourself and give yourself permission. I'm assuming that this is usually happening at night, by the way. So just give yourself permission. Say, if I would like to have this food tomorrow at breakfast when I wake up, I can have it tomorrow at breakfast. All I'm in charge of is getting through tonight. And tomorrow I can wake up and decide that I want to have it at breakfast, and that would be fine. And give yourself permission. And then if you do wake up and you want it at breakfast, you have to honor that because you need to build that trust with yourself. But 99% of the time, you're going to wake up and think, oh my gosh, ice cream sounds disgusting. I'm so glad I didn't eat that last night. I would wake up feeling so much of it sitting in my belly right now, and that wouldn't feel good. So just give yourself permission for the morning. I can almost guarantee you that in the morning you'll feel different. The fourth tip is more of a reminder. You want to remember that you always wish at the end of a binge that you hadn't done it, right? You always are thinking like, oh my gosh, what just took over my body? And I knew before I started this that I didn't want to binge. Why did I just binge? And it's confusing. I can't trust myself. I'm out of control. That kind of feeling. So remember before you start how you are absolutely going to feel when you finish. We like to think like this time will be fine and I'll feel better because I'll get it out of my system and I'll know tomorrow I can start fresh. But that's never the truth. Every single time after we binge, we feel like, oh my God, I feel sick. Why did I do that? So just remember that it's not true that it's going to make you feel better. Plus, it's not going to change whatever situation you're dealing with right now. You're going to binge. You'll be distracted from that situation for a little while. Then once you're done and the food's gone, there's no more food in front of you and you have a really stuffed belly, the same situation will be there. So remember, it's not going to change your situation and you will always wish that you hadn't done it later. Which, if 15 minutes from now, 30 minutes from now, 45 minutes from now, however long it takes, you wish that you hadn't done it, I mean, that kind of takes the excitement away. And you know that for a fact you will wish that you hadn't done it. The fifth and last tip tip is to tell yourself that you have permission to binge. Now this is kind of going against the other things that we talked about, but if you're so close to binging and the other tips didn't work, give in to yourself. Tell yourself, okay, Paige, go ahead then. You can binge. If you really think this is going to help you, go ahead and binge. And often when we say that, the excitement part of our brain that was, anticipating the binge, thinking, I'm going to go to the store, I'm going to pick out this exact thing, oh my gosh, I'm going to eat so much of it, I'm going to be better tomorrow. Most of the time, probably 90% of the time, we're planning our binge and visualizing how amazing it's going to be during the experience before it even happens. So in the middle of that visualization, if you're starting to get hyped up, if you give yourself permission, it will shut down that excitement part of your brain, and you're going to be like, that doesn't sound as bad or fun or rebellious anymore. Like it's just a normal thing that I have permission to just do right now, and it will really take the urgency away. So I hope those 5 tips help you. If you need a reminder of them, I'll post the link below on YouTube, and if you're watching this on my blog, you already are going to see the tips, but I'll post the link to the exact blog post that I linked this up to with all your tips. Alright, I hope this helps you. I'm so thankful for you and to have you following along, and I can't wait to continue serving you. Have a good day. Bye.